Hello everyone, I heartily welcome you. I Gaurang Chapaneri, founder of Mechanical Guru 2020 YouTube channel. In this video, I will solve degeneracy in a simplex method with maximization problem of linear programming. I am covering this topic in easiest and simple way with some of the important tricks and technique to find out the simplex tabular value. I am sure this video will help you to understand how to find out the optimal solution with less time. If you like my video, then please subscribe it, press the bell icon to get latest notification and don't forget to press the like button. Now I will go to the example. In today's video, we discuss degeneracy in a simplex method. So first we understand the degeneracy in a simplex method. While solving LPP, sometimes it may happen that there will be a tie in a selecting the column or selecting the row. So there will be a tie in a choosing entering variable or leaving variable. Now we will discuss both the case in an example. Now we will go to the example. Solve by simplex method. Maximize z is equal to 2x1 plus x2 subject to first constraint 4x1 plus 3x2 less than equal to 12, second constraint 4x1 plus x2 less than equal to 8, and last constraint 4x1 minus x2 less than equal to 8, and the non-negative condition, that is x1 x2 greater than equal to 0. Now we solve the solution. So here all the sign is less than equal to, so in that we have to add 3 slack variable. Now the equality of equation can be replaced below. So first we convert the objective function. So maximize z is equal to 2x1 plus x2 plus 0w1, 0w2 and 0w3. Similarly, for the first constraint 4x1 plus 3x2 plus w1 plus 0w2 plus 0w3 is equal to 12. Similarly, second equation 4x1 plus x2 plus 0w1 plus w plus 0w3 is equal to 8. And the last constraint 4x1 minus x2 plus 0w1 plus 0w2 plus w3 is equal to 8. Here all the variables, that is decision variable and slack variable, greater than equal to 0. Now this equation we have to convert it into the simplex tabular form. Now we solve the first iteration. This is the standard format. So here objective, basic variable, this value we will write down from the objective function. All the variables x1, x2, w1, w2 and w3. Next we have to write down this value, that is perfect constraint. Next we have to write down this value, basic variables, that is w1, w2 and w3, and objective cost is 0. Now we have to write down this value from the here. So consider the first equation. In that just we have to write down the technological coefficient, that is 4, 3, 1, 0, 0 and resource value is 12. Similarly, for the second equation 4, 1, 0, 1, 0, 8 and last equation 4, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 8. Next we have to write down this value, zj value. So how to find out this value? Simple, just multiplication of these two values, objective and this column value. So 0 into 4 plus 0 into 4 plus 0 into 4, so here we get the 0. Similarly this value we have to find out, but here all the objective value is 0, so here all the zj value are 0. Next we have to find out delta j value, that is cj minus zj. So first 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. Similarly 1 minus 0, 1, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. Clear? So in a delta J, we have to choose most positive number. So here the most positive number is 2. So this is our key column. Next we have to find out the ratio. Ratio is nothing but Bi by Kc. So 12 divided by 4, so we will get the 3. 8 divided by 4, so we will get 2. And the last again 8 divided by 4, so we will get the 2. So in a ratio we have to choose minimum positive number. But here in a row 2nd and row 3, the value are same. So it's a tie. Okay, so this situation is called degeneracy in a simplex method. Now how to find out the key row? So first we understand the key column. If there is a tie in a key column, if in a delta J value, suppose here 2, similarly in this column again here 2. So in a key column there is no any rules for selecting the key column. In a key column we can select randomly, but first priority is decision variable. Suppose in a key column, suppose x1 value 2, similarly w1 value is 2. So the first priority is decision variable. Okay, so this is the key column. Selecting, we can choose any. Now in a key row we have to use row attribution method. Let's see how to find out. Okay, so here there is a tie between second and third row for selecting the living variable. This condition is called the degeneracy. Now prepare proper row is to be selected by the row attribution method. So in that we have to select the ratio or find out the ratio for the tie row. So here first we have to consider second row value, that is w1 divided by x1. So 0 divided by 4, 0. Similarly third row value 0 divided by 4. So here again it's tie. Now go for the next value. So here 1 divided by 4, so here we get 0.25. Next 0 divided by 4, so here we get the 0. So here we have to find out minimum number. So here the minimum number is 0. Okay, so this is our key row. So here we have to select third row. This is our key row and this is our key element. Clear? So it is a very simple method to find out the degeneracy. Okay, and that we have to use row attribution method. Just simple, we have to take the ratio. Now we will go to the next iteration. Here first iteration is completed. Okay. So here x1 is the entering variable and w3 is a living variable. So first we have to replace this value. So here 0 and w3, in that we have to write down 2 and x1. So first we have to write down this value. Remaining value, that is w1, w2 and 0, 0, just we have to write down as it is. Next we have to first find out this key row value. In that we have to use this equation. Replacement key row value is equal to each element of the key row divided by key elements, means 4 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 4, 0 divided by 4, similarly 8 divided by 4. So here we get the value 1, minus 0.25, 0, 0, 0.25 and 2. Remaining value we have to use this equation. New element is equal to old number minus in bracket corresponding key row number into corresponding key column number divided by key element. So here total we have to find out 18 value. In the first row we have to find out 6 value, there are 3 rows. The total we have to find out 18 value by using this equation. But here I will show you some of the important tricks and technique to find out the value without using this equation. Let's see how to find out. So first we have to consider this value. Okay, so here x1 is the entering variable in this case, and w3 is a leaving variable. So in a w3 column, the value is 0, 0, 1 and 0. In iteration 2, not required to find out zz value. Okay, directly you have to find out delta j value. Okay, so w3 column value 0, 0, 1 and 0. Just copy and paste in a key column, that is x1 column. So 0, 0, 1, 0. Next, w1 value. So here in w1 value, column 1, 0, 0, just copy and paste here. Similarly, w2 column 0, 1, 0, 0. Clear? Now remaining value we have to use this equation. Now we will find out this value. Okay, so this is our new element. So new element is equal to old number. Okay, old number means we have to go for the previous iteration, that is iteration 1. So here old number is 1 minus in bracket corresponding key row number. Corresponding key row number is minus 1. Corresponding key column 2 and key element 4. So 1 minus in bracket minus 1 into 2 divided by 4. So minus minus plus. So here we get the 1.5. Similarly, we have to find out this value. Okay, so old number is 0. Corresponding key row 1. Corresponding key column 2 and key element 4. So 0 minus 1 into 2 divided by 4. So here we get the minus 0.5. Next we have to find out this value. So 3 minus 1 into 4 divided by 4. So 4 cancel. So 3 minus 1 minus minus plus. So here we get the 4. Similar here, 1 minus 1 into 4 divided by 4. So minus minus plus. So 1 plus 1, 2. Similarly, w3 value 0 minus 1 into 4 divided by 4. So here we get the minus 1. In again 0 minus 1 into 4 divided by 4. So here again we get the minus 1. Next we have to find out this value. So here old number is 12. Corresponding key row number 8. Key column number 4 and key element number is 4. So 12 minus 8 into 4 divided by 4. So 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. Next again, old number is 8. Key row number 8 into key column 4 divided by 4. So here 8 minus 8, so here we get the 0. Now in iteration 2, we have to, in a delta j, we have to find out the most positive number. So your most positive number is here. So this is your key column. Next we have to find out ratio. So 4 divided by 4, 1. 0 divided by 2, 0. 2 divided by minus 0.25. Here we get the minus 8. Here we have to find out minimum positive number. So here 1 is a minimum positive number. So this is your key row and this is the key element. Now here one more value we have to find out. For your kind information, means here we get the 4. So how to find out? Similarly zj find out. So 0 into 4 plus 0 into 0 plus 2 into 2. So here we get the 4. This value just for your kind information means in iteration 1 here we get the 0. In iteration 2 here we get the plus 4. Here the problem is maximization. So in iteration 1 here we get the 0. In the next iteration we get the plus 4, means its represent we will go in a right direction. Now we will go to the next iteration. Here this is standard format. So here x2 is the entering variable and w1 is a leaving variable. So first we have to replace this value. So 0 W1, in that we have to write down 1 X2. Remaining variables, that is W2 and X1, as it is. Similarly, cost is as it is. So first we have to replace this key row value by using same equation. So 0 divided by 4, 4 divided by 4, 1 divided by 4, similarly 4 divided by 4. So here we get the 0, 1, 0.25, 0 minus 0.25 and 1. Clear? Now we have to apply our shortcut. So here W1 column value 1, 0, 0 and 0. Just copy and paste in the X2 column here. So 1, 0, 0, 0. Next W2. So W2 value 0, 1, 0, 0. Just copy and paste here. Similarly X1 value. Okay, X1 value similarly just copy and paste here. Now remaining value we have to use that equation, old number minus in bracket corresponding key row number into corresponding key column divided by key element. So here we get the minus 0.375. Similarly here we get the minus 1.125. So here all the delta J value are 0 and negative, means here we get the solution. So same we have to use. So here we get the minus 0.5, minus 0.62, here minus 0.5, 0.187. Similarly here old number 0, corresponding key row number 4, key column 2 divided by 4. So 0 minus 4 into 2 divided by 4. So here we get the minus 2. Similarly here 2 into 4, 2 minus corresponding key row 4 into minus 0.25 divided by 4. So here we get the minus minus plus, so 2.25. Clear? And here same 1 into 1 plus 0 into minus 2 plus 2 into 2.25. So here we get the 5.5. So here we get the 4 and here 5.5. Okay, so it also represents our optimal solution, maxima z is equal to 5.5. So here all the delta J value is either 0 or negative. So this is the optimal solution. Hence we can write the solution for a given LPP as follow. So x1 is equal to 2.25, x2 is equal to 1. So this value we have to put in the original objective function, that is maxima z is equal to 2x1 plus x2. Put this value in this equation, so here we get the maxima z is equal to 5.5. Clear? So this is the simple example and simple way to solve the example. So here one more example I will give it to you. Solve by simplex method. Maxima z is equal to 5x1 plus 2x2 and here 3 constant. The answer is 17. Example, and that maxima z is equal to 2500. You can solve it. If you have any query or problem, then you can call me or you can mail me. Okay, thank you everyone for watching my video. For any query or suggestion, you can contact me. This is my mobile number and this is my mail ID. Once again, thank you everyone.